Good afternoon. This is Akashvani and I'm Naresh Mago with the midday news. The headlines. 2 flights under Operation Ajay bring back 471 Indians from war-torn Israel this morning. Israeli military claims killing of another Hamas commander who led attacks on 2 border villages. External Affairs Minister S Jaishankar arrives in Hanoi on a 6-day visit to Vietnam and Singapore. In Maharashtra, 12 people killed in a bus accident in Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar district this morning. President Droupadi Murmu and Prime Minister Narendra Modi expressed grief over the loss of lives. Heavy rainfall likely over Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Jammu-Kashmir-Ladakh and Himachal Pradesh, says IMD. And in Cricket World Cup, England win toss and opt to field against Afghanistan in New Delhi. 2 flights under Operation Ajay carrying 471 Indian nationals from Israel landed at Indira Gandhi International Airport this morning. Union Minister Kaushal Kishore received the Indian nationals evacuated from Israel at the Delhi airport. Operation Ajay was launched by the government to bring back around 18,000 Indians in Israel. The 4th flight carrying 274 Indians was received by Union Minister of State General V.K. Singh. Speaking to media, he said these flights will continue till all Indians who want to come back are evacuated.
काफी लोग हैं जो कि वापस आना चाहते हैं, तो भारत सरकार ने उनको सबको लाने के लिए पूरा का पूरा ऑपरेशन जो है उसके लिए है. अभी स्पाइस जेट की फ्लाइट आ रही है, यही वापस जाएगी शाम को. फिर जो बाकी लोग हैं, जैसे जैसे लोग बाग आते हैं जो अपने को रजिस्टर कर रहे हैं, उनको लेकर आ रहे हैं. यहाँ पर मैंने देखा कि रजिस्ट्रेशन भी जल्दी हुआ है. 2014 के बाद मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में भारत सरकार ने एक बहुत बड़ा संदेश जनता को दिया है कि अगर आप दुनिया में कहीं भी फंस जाएंगे तो भारत सरकार आपके बचाव में आपको लेकर आएगी.
The minister gave an Indian flag to each of the Indians who arrived from Israel. The Ministry of External Affairs had also set up a 24-hour control room in view of the escalating conflict. Indian nationals can contact the control room on toll-free number 1800118797. They can also seek assistance through email, the address being situationroom@mea.gov.in. An Israel Defense Forces spokesperson said that IDF had killed another Hamas commander, Bilal al-Qadra, who allegedly led the attacks on the Nirim kibbutz near the Israeli border. The IDF said that they attacked over 100 military targets in various parts of Gaza overnight, including the Hamas headquarters and military compounds and observation posts. Earlier, Israel issued a warning to Palestinians on Friday to evacuate the northern part of Gaza immediately. Reportedly, 1 million people have fled south towards a close border with Egypt. According to IDF, the mastermind behind the attack on 2 border villages in Israel last weekend, Bilal al-Qadra, was killed last night. Hamas media office in Gaza confirmed that a number of areas were struck by the Israeli military overnight, and this morning it said Israeli tanks were shelling the eastern areas of Gaza. On the other hand, IDF accuses Hamas of actively preventing civilians from leaving. Palestinian Health Ministry said 2,329 Palestinians have been killed and many more injured till now. The war began when members of the terrorist organization Hamas barged into Israel a week ago, killing more than 1,300 people and taking many as hostages. The attack caused the worst civilian casualties in Israel's history. Army Commanders Conference is scheduled to be held from tomorrow till the 20th of this month in New Delhi. The apex-level biannual event is an institutional platform for deliberations at the conceptual level, facilitating important policy decisions for the Indian Army. Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh is scheduled to attend the conference on the 18th of this month. Chief of Defence Staff General Anil Chauhan, Chief of the Army Staff General Manoj Pandey, and Chief of the Air Staff V.R. Chaudhary will address the gathering. Principal Scientific Advisor to the Government, Dr. Ajay Kumar Sood, will also deliver a talk on leveraging technology for national security. The Apex leadership will brainstorm the current and emerging security scenarios, besides reviewing the operational preparedness of the Indian Army. They will also delve into pivotal subjects including review of the ongoing transformation process, training matters, HR management aspects, and issues impacting the serving personnel and veterans. The Congress Party released its first list of 144 candidates for the upcoming Madhya Pradesh Assembly elections today. State Unit President and former Chief Minister Kamal Nath will contest from Chhindwara. Former Chief Minister Digvijay Singh's son, Jayawardhan Singh, has been fielded from the Raghigad seat. The ruling Bharatiya Janata Party has already announced candidates for 136 out of 230 assembly constituencies in the state. The Congress also announced names of 30 candidates for Chhattisgarh assembly polls. State Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel will fight from his sitting Patan assembly seat, while Deputy Chief Minister T.S. Singhdev will contest from Ambikapur. The names of 55 candidates for Telangana assembly polls have also been declared by Congress. Telangana Congress President Revant Reddy will be the party candidate from Kodangal assembly constituency. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. External Affairs Minister S Jaishankar arrived in Hanoi today on a 6-day visit to Vietnam and Singapore. Foreign Affairs Minister of Vietnam, Phuoc Son, welcomed Dr. Jaishankar. Immediately after his arrival, the minister visited the historic Tran Quoc Pagoda. In a social media post, Dr. Jaishankar expressed gratitude towards his counterpart for his warm welcome at the renowned Tran Quoc Pagoda. Dr. Jaishankar said that the age-old links between India and Vietnam are symbolized by the Bodhi tree at the historical Tran Quoc Pagoda. He added that the tree was gifted by President Rajendra Prasad in 1959 to President Ho Chi Minh. Dr. Jaishankar will co-chair the 18th Joint Commission meeting tomorrow. In Afghanistan, a 6.3 magnitude earthquake struck near the city of Herat in west today morning. So far, no official figures of casualties and damage have been released. Reportedly, the epicenter was 34 kilometers outside Herat and 8 kilometers below the surface. This follows the 7th of October earthquake, which killed thousands of people and flattened entire villages in the same region. It was one of the most destructive natural disasters in the country's history. UN reports that more than 90% of the people killed last week were women and children. World Students' Day is being celebrated today in the country to mark the birth anniversary of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, the 11th President of the country. Dr. Kalam, also known as the Missile Man of India, was born on the 15th of October 1931 in Rameshwaram in Tamil Nadu. He served as the 11th President of India from 2002 to 2007. From the small village of Rameshwaram to the Rashtrapati Bhavan in Delhi, Dr. Kalam's life story has inspired millions of people. Prime Minister Narendra Modi paid tributes to the noted scientist and former President Dr. Kalam on his 92nd birth anniversary, lauding his incomparable contribution in nation building. In a social media post, the Prime Minister said Kalam was loved by people due to his humble behavior and exceptional scientific talent. The Indian Meteorological Department has forecast a wet spell over northwest India for the next 3 days. The department also said isolated heavy rainfall is very likely over Tamil Nadu, Mahi of Puducherry and Kerala during the next 3 to 4 days. Light to moderate rainfall is likely to occur at some places, accompanied by isolated thunderstorm and lightning over Jammu-Kashmir-Ladakh, Gilgit, Baltistan, Muzaffarabad, Himachal Pradesh and Punjab till tomorrow. Uttarakhand, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh and Rajasthan will witness light to moderate rainfall in the next 2 days. We spoke to senior scientist R.K. Jenamani.
Kerala has reported extremely heavy rainfall. We have received 11 millimeter highest over the city of Trivandrum. We have given mainly the orange color warning for the Kerala for 2 days, heavy to very heavy rainfall, because there is a system over Lakshadweep area and adjoining Kerala coast. Mainly for other parts of India, North India, already one WD has impacted yesterday night. Second WD is hitting the western Himalayan region by tonight or tomorrow, and because of that, all the area, Jammu-Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand will receive rainfall and snowfall also, and mainly on 15th may be isolated heavy also snowfall, and also Punjab will get rain also tonight and 15th and 16th.
In Kerala, heavy rains are continuing. The Meteorological Department has issued a yellow alert in 12 districts today, except Kannur and Kasaragod. The department forecast rain in central Kerala in the coming hours. Alongside thunder and lightning, fishing is prohibited in the Lakshadweep coast. Thiruvananthapuram city is badly affected by the incessant rain. The city is witnessing waterlogging in many parts. People are being shifted to relief camps. Shutters of Neyar and Pepara Dam have been raised. A 24-hour control room has been opened, considering the emergency situation in the district. In Punjab, various districts received light to moderate rainfall in the wee hours this morning. Due to this, a drop in minimum temperature has been recorded, while the paddy crop in the open in different grain markets has got drenched. A report.
After light to moderate rainfall in several parts of the state this morning, the weather has changed all of a sudden and a slight coolness is being felt. Due to this rainfall, the minimum temperatures were recorded below 20 degrees Celsius in most of the districts. The paddy crop in open has been affected in various grain markets in the state due to rain. Even in Asia's largest Khanna Mandi in Ludhiana district, the paddy crop has been drenched due to rain. The fewer sheds and the lack of adequate tarpaulin arrangements to cover the paddy increased the woes of farmers, although the farmers themselves try to save the paddy by covering it in between their trolleys. Similarly, the paddy crop has also been affected by rain and hailstorms at many places in Gurdaspur and Pathankot districts last evening. Sheshu Sharma Shantar, Akashvani News, Jalandhar.
In Maharashtra, at least 12 people were killed and 15 injured when a speeding minibus hit a container truck on Samriddhi Expressway in Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar district early this morning. The accident took place around 1 a.m. in the Vaijapur Tehsil in the district. According to officials, the deceased included 5 men and 6 women, all of whom were relatives. Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Eknath Shinde, has ordered an inquiry to ascertain the exact cause of the accident. President Droupadi Murmu and Prime Minister Narendra Modi have expressed grief over the loss of lives. In a social media post, the President said the news of several casualties in the tragic road accident deeply saddens her. The President also expressed her condolences to the bereaved family members and prayed for a speedy recovery of those injured. The Prime Minister in a social media post said that he was pained by the loss of lives in the accident. Mr. Modi announced an ex gratia from the Prime Minister's National Relief Fund of 2 lakh rupees to the next of kin of each deceased and 50,000 rupees each for those injured. He also wished a speedy recovery for those who got injured in this accident. The Chief Minister has also announced a financial assistance of 5 lakh rupees each to the families of the deceased in the accident. In Tamil Nadu, 7 people, including a woman and 2 children, died in a fatal crash at Chengam in Tiruvannamalai district today. A lorry proceeding towards Tiruvannamalai and the car in which a family was travelling from Tiruvannamalai towards Krishnagiri collided in the accident. Navratri celebrations began today with religious fervour and gaiety across the country and abroad. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has greeted people on the occasion of the beginning of Navratri. In Gujarat, the festival of Navratri will be celebrated with traditional fervour and zeal. The festival marks worshipping different forms of goddess Amba in the state. Union Home Minister Amit Shah will perform Aarti at the Bahuchara Ma temple at his native place Mansa in Gandhinagar this evening. Mr. Shah will also attend Garba festivals in Gandhinagar. In ICC Men's Cricket World Cup, the match between England and Afghanistan is underway at the Arun Jaitley Stadium in New Delhi. Afghanistan is 15 for no loss in 2.3 overs in the last reports. Earlier, England won the toss and elected to bowl first. England have lost one match and stand 5th with 2 points. Afghanistan, on the other hand, are yet to open their account. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. 2 flights under Operation Ajay bring back 471 Indians from war-torn Israel this morning. Israeli military claims killing of another Hamas commander who led attacks on 2 border villages. External Affairs Minister S Jaishankar arrives in Hanoi on a 6-day visit to Vietnam and Singapore. In Maharashtra, 12 people killed in a bus accident in Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar district this morning. President Droupadi Murmu and Prime Minister Narendra Modi expressed grief over the loss of lives. Heavy rainfall likely over Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Jammu-Kashmir-Ladakh and Himachal Pradesh, says IMD. And in Cricket World Cup, the match between England and Afghanistan underway in New Delhi. For details of these stories and more, log on to our website newsonair.gov.in. And with that, we end the midday news.